Good evening and welcome to Vision of Asia, the news you can trust and events that move and celebrate our very own South Asian community. This is Pia Jyoti Khatru coming to you from our ITV Gold studio in New Jersey. In the headlines today we have FIA New England delegation meets with Latvian president and officials in Boston. Prominent Indian-American businessman Sant Singh Chetwal affirms overwhelming support for India among Sikhs, dismisses Khalistan advocates as minority. In a remarkable achievement, US mission in India processes over 1 million visa applications in 2023. Narendra Modi Stadium geared up to host ICC Men's World Cup 2023. Professor Pradeep B. Deshpande explores Sanatana Dharma, casteism, and Hinduism in upcoming ITV Gold Talk. Stay with us on Vision of Asia for news in detail right after the short break. The Foundation for Indian Americans, FIA New England executives convened with Latvia's President Edgars Rinkēvičs, former Prime Minister Artūrs Krišjānis Kariņš, and U.S. Ambassador Christopher Robinson during Spotlight Latvia 2023 in Boston. FIA New England President Abhishek Singh led a warm welcome to Latvian President Edgars Rinkēvičs and officials exchanging flags and the Bhagavad Gita. Discussions highlighted the potential for closer ties, including an invitation to participate in the 2024 Boston India International Parade. Aiming to bolster trade, commerce, and tourism, businessman Sandeep Asija and FIA New England executives engaged in fruitful discussions with Latvian President Edgars Rinkēvičs, former Prime Minister Artūrs Krišjānis Kariņš, and U.S. Ambassador Christopher Robinson. In a recent statement, prominent Indian-American businessman Sant Singh Chetwal has asserted that an overwhelming majority of Sikhs, exceeding 99%, harbor deep affection for India, while only a small fraction aligns with Khalistan advocates. Chetwal further emphasized that individuals discussing Khalistan often lack first-hand experience of Punjab and represent a minority viewpoint. He commended Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership and applauded the initiatives taken to benefit the Sikh community, such as the establishment of the Kartarpur corridor. Additionally, Chetwal underscored the significant roles Sikhs hold within India, serving as ministers and ambassadors, highlighting their integral contributions to the nation.
There are very less people over here. I don't know who's funding them. Leadership Modi ji has done a great job. He opened for Sikhs Kartarpur corridor. I'm afraid to say the people those are talking about Khalistan, they have never been to Punjab. Even with Modi ji being there, we are very proud of what he has done for Sikhs. Openly I'm saying that there's hardly anybody who's supporting Khalistan. We love India. India is our country, not the Khalistan. Nobody is interested in Khalistan. I'm very clear that there are very less people over here. I don't know who's funding them. Those who have never been to Punjab. I'm proud to be Sikh. I'm in this country more than 50 years. I visited India, and the leadership of Modi ji has done a great job. He opened for Sikhs Kartarpur corridor. He had done a Bal Divas Day, and he has done a lot for Sikhs. Sikhs are in a very prominent position in India. We have our Sikh one of the minister, Hardeep Singh Puri. We have a Sikh ambassador, Sandhu Sahib is in Washington DC. Sikhs have prominent, they are enjoying. We have 20 million in India, we are enjoying. I'm afraid to say the people those are talking about Khalistan, they have never been to Punjab. I don't know what are they thinking about it. They're very less, whether they are in Canada mostly or a little bit in America, but there's nobody there to support them. We as a Sikh community in North America, we are enjoying such a good facility. We love India, visit India, whole of India is over there. And India, Sikhs have been the Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, for 10 years. Our Gyani Zayar Singh was the President of India for 5 years. We had Army Chief of the Army Staff, Chief of the Air Force Staff, Chief of the Naval Staff, very prominent position. Even with Modi ji being there, we are very proud of what he has done for Sikhs. and Hemkund, road banana, or whatever the other things are there. And openly I'm saying that there's hardly anybody who's supporting Khalistan. This has become a political tension between both the countries, and there's some sort of big miscommunication going on, and which we all six, everybody, I'll say 99, more than 99%, we love India. India is our country, not the Khalistan. Nobody's interested in Khalistan.
In a remarkable achievement, the United States mission in India has successfully processed over 1 million visa applications in 2023, surpassing its annual target. The mission, driven by increased demand and efficiency improvements, has exceeded its 2022 figures and is operating at nearly 20% higher capacity than pre-pandemic levels. U.S. envoy to India Eric Garcetti commended this accomplishment, highlighting the collaboration between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Joe Biden to enhance visa processing, including expanding facilities like Hyderabad.
I couldn't be happier today. Happier for India and Indians, and happy for the United States. Prime Minister Modi and President Biden said, let's do a better job of moving faster on visas. We changed our systems, worked harder, worked smarter, and we hit 1 million visa applications now that we've processed this year, today officially. No target, I mean, the sky's the limit. As we know, this is like an ocean out there of desire. And it really embodies that Indians love America and Americans love Indians. I couldn't be happier today. Happier for India and Indians, and happy for the United States. Prime Minister Modi and President Biden said, let's do a better job of moving faster on visas. And so the Ministry of External Affairs here approved more bodies in places like Hyderabad, more people who can work on these visas. We changed our systems, worked harder, worked smarter, and we hit 1 million visa applications now that we have processed this year, today officially. And we're on track to break last year's record this year. Wait times are 2/3 less than they were at their worst, and we're producing 1/3 more visas than we were pre-pandemic, and on track to produce 10% more this year than last year.
Any target you have in mind this time?
No target. I mean, the sky's the limit. As we know, this is like an ocean out there of desire. And it really embodies that Indians love America and Americans love Indians. We just have to continue to prepare for the future, where thanks to the ISET, thanks to the work that we're doing together, there will be more and more demand for more and more collaboration, more and more opportunities. And we love this story because it's not only about somebody who embodies the U.S.-India relationship, somebody who's studying in the United States at a great university at MIT, but also the family who gets to visit, celebrate something together, and see the United States as tourists for the first time. So it's great for our economy. It's great for India's strength in the future to bring those skills back home, because where is he? He's going to come home, right? I mean, it's up to you guys, but I'm sure mom wants him home. But it allows us to be able to see that this is really a people-to-people relationship, not just a country-to-country relationship.
In an upcoming talk on ITV Gold, Professor Pradeep B. Deshpande, the former chair of the Department of Chemical Engineering at the University of Louisville and president and CEO of Six Sigma and Advanced Controls, will engage in a thought-provoking exploration of Sanatan Dharma, casteism and Hinduism. Drawing from his extensive expertise, Professor Deshpande promises to shed light on these intricate subjects, offering valuable insights and perspectives. Don't miss this talk on ITV Gold. Let's start with this fundamental question, like what is the origination of the formation of this universe, and what is Sanatan Dharma, and how are these two related?
All right. How is the universe created? And how is the creation of the universe linked to Sanatan Dharma?
Right.
That's what you want to know.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I will tell you an interesting story. Hopefully, it's about the year is 1995. and teenager Amanda Gefter, actually she is from Northeast. She's having dinner with her dad, Professor Warren Gefter, who is a professor of pathology at the University of Pennsylvania Medical School in Philadelphia. Okay. During the course of dinner, Dr. Gefter asked Amanda, "What is nothing?" Amanda responded, "Maybe absence of something or absence of everything." "Why do you ask?" Dr. Gefter then told Amanda that just might hold the key to the beginning of the universe. Now, for the first time, according to her own account, Amanda had a smile on her face in many, many years. This class-cutting, sleeping through classes teenager got excited for the first time in many years, according to her. So she asks her dad, how do we find out? So the dad says, let's do some research. Well, research they did, buying book after book on topics like quantum mechanics, relativity theory, astronomy, cosmology, particle physics, and so on, study late into the night until her mother would tell them, it's getting pretty late. It's time to go to bed. In any event, the father-daughter duo, they find a hint here and a clue there, but no real answers. So then they decide that they have to talk directly to the physicists, Now the year is 2002. Amanda has graduated from college, as high school, and she's working at a bridal magazine called Manhattan Magazine. When she stumbled upon an announcement of a Physics and Ultimate Reality conference at Princeton that had been organized to celebrate the 90th birthday of famed physicist John Archibald Wheeler, a colleague of Albert Einstein at Princeton. So they decided that they will travel to Princeton, but and attend the conference. That would be the opportunity to meet many physicists. Well, unfortunately, neither of them is a physicist. So how to get there? In any event, Amanda gathered courage and asked the conference organizer on the telephone, "We'd like to cover your conference," pretending to be a journalist. "And could we have a couple of tickets?" So the conference organizer says, "Sure, we'll send them to you." So the father duo attended the conference, met a number of physicists, and when the opportunity was right, they had an audience with John Archibald Wheeler. Dr. Gefter asked Dr. Wheeler, hey, what is, who created the universe? Dr. Wheeler said, "Physics. The universe is a self-excited circuit." Upon hearing this, Amanda wrote down in her notebook, "Wheeler thinks the universe came out of nothing." So now let's evaluate what Dr. Wheeler said. If the size of the universe, let's say, is this big today, and in 1929, Edwin Hubble discovered that the universe was expanding, if you go back 1 billion years, the universe would be smaller. 10 billion years, it would be still smaller. If you go back some 13.8 billion years, the size of the universe would be about what is called Planck length, 10 to the minus 33 centimeters in diameter. So the universe at that time was an extremely hot, unbelievably small, and immensely dense energy phase. The question arises, on one side of the energy phase of the Big Bang event, there is this expanding universe. What's on the other side? So my colleague and associate Jim Kowal took this one step further after Amanda Gifter had concluded that on the other side of the energy phase of the Big Bang event, there is absolutely nothing, a zero, void. So my associate Jim Kowal concluded that nothing physical can travel through the size of Planck length and be present on the other side, that is of even fundamental forces of nature like electromagnetism, gravity, small, weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force. They're all physical. They cannot possibly go through the size of Planck length, 10 to the minus 33 centimeters in diameter. But consciousness is not physical. It has no difficulty going through the size of Planck length and be present on the other side. So it is the consciousness that created the energy phase of the Big Bang event, which then created the universe. His Holiness the Dalai Lama says that the universe may end one day, but consciousness will remain because it is eternal. It was always there, it will always be there. Now, mind you, science or physics cannot explain how nothing can create anything or something like the energy phase of the Big Bang event. But consciousness can. Now, coming to the notion of Sanatan Dharma, we have to understand a concept from ancient times called Sankhya. Not Sankhya, enumeration, but Sankhya. Sankhya posits that there are 5 principal elements and 3 what are called gunas, abbreviated as S, R, and T, in all of creation. Now you might wonder how something that is inanimate can possibly have the attributes S, R, and T.
And from the news on entertainment at ITV Gold, enjoy Family Movie Friday at 8:30 p.m. Southern, Saturday 1 p.m. Eastern, watch Gauri. And book your Blockbuster Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern for Jab We Met. And that's a wrap on Vision of Asia tonight. You can send us your suggestions and community news that you would like us to cover for our print and television coverage at events@itvgold.com. Or you can also send it to me at pia@itvgold.com. Follow us on our Facebook handle at itvgold. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and pick up a free copy of Desi Talk if you're in the Tri-State or in the Chicago area for community news, entertainment, and events in US. You can also read the News India Times newspaper online at www.newsindiatimes.com or subscribe to the hard copy by calling 212-675-7515. This is Pia Jyoti Khatru signing off.